from Louisiana. Yield to some very quick questions. Yes, sir. First question I have for you, Senators. How many Democrat colleagues are in the chamber today, right now?
Unfortunately, none.
So zero, not one single Democrat is in the chamber listening, debating, having a dialogue with you. Question number two, if you're a union worker in my state, Ohio, do these Biden, Obamacare, COVID-era subsidies lower their health costs?
Absolutely not.
If you're somebody on Medicare, no matter where you are in America, do these COVID-era Biden, Obamacare subsidies lower your deductibles?
Absolutely not.
If you get private insurance through a small business like the one I used to own, do these Biden-era COVID subsidies lower your health care costs?
Does nothing to benefit those people you're describing.
If you're unfortunately somebody who is having a tough time and you're on Medicaid, you're disabled, children, do these Biden-era COVID subsidies lower your deductibles or your out-of-pocket costs?
No.
So none of the people I just mentioned. Not union workers, not people on Medicare, not people on Medicaid, not people on private insurance, not unions that negotiated incredible rates. None of them will see lower health care costs. Am I accurate in that?
You're absolutely accurate.
Who stands to gain by the federal government writing a check for $26 billion to do what the Democrats want in order to open the people's government?
Well, insurance companies most directly, and there will be lower premiums.
But just to be clear, the money goes directly to the insurance company, correct?
Direct.
It doesn't go through the pocket of the consumer. So if for example, I want to go find a doctor that's going to offer treatment for less money because my deductible's too high, this doesn't help me because I'm not getting the money. It's going to go to the insurance company, correct?
Correct.
And Senator, you're so smart on this topic, and you're the chairman of the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. Is that true?
Correct.
Who was the previous chairman?
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. Okay. Bernie Sanders was chairman when, again, just to be clear, for
last Congress.
which would have been through 2024?
Yeah, he's for 2 years.
And the Biden-era Obamacare subsidies were extended in 22, is that correct?
Correct, I think that's right.
To expire in 25.
To expire in 25.
So who voted for the expiration date of 2025?
Not Republicans, rather Democrats.
So just to be clear, the Democrats voted to have these subsidies expire this year, correct?
Correct.
To your knowledge, was there a hearing last year in 2024 in which the Democrats got together and say, whoa, these Biden-era COVID Obamacare subsidies, we set them to expire in 25, we should really make them permanent or extend them? Was there a single hearing in your committee about that topic?
There was not.
So, wait, I'm confused. They set the expiration date at 25, and then they didn't have one hearing to say, my God, now how about in December of 24? They knew they lost the election. Did they have an emergency meeting in December of 2024 and said, these Biden-era COVID Obamacare subsidies are going to expire. We don't know the Republicans are going to extend them. We need to do that. Did they add it to the continuing resolution that funded the government in December then, when they had total control of this chamber? Did they do it then?
They did not.
So this is a political stunt, and the American people need to see it for what it is. My career, I negotiated my whole life. Negotiations about leverage, would you agree?
Yep.
What leverage are the Democrats using in this negotiation?
Unfortunately, shutting down the government.
What does that mean, shutting down the government? Who's the leverage? Is it air traffic controllers that aren't getting paid? The Capitol Police that aren't getting paid? Yesterday, we tried to fund federal workers who are forced to work. Is that true?
Correct.
Democrats voted that down. Is that correct?
Correct.
Would you have a hard time walking into this building, Senator, and seeing those Capitol Police officers out there and your staff and knowing that you voted not to pay them?
I cannot imagine feeling good about that.
Knowing that you walk by TSA to go to your lobbyist retreat at Napa Valley, and you know that you are responsible for them not getting paid, that they're your leverage, SNAP recipients, Head Start recipients, they're using the American people's suffering as political leverage. That's how far gone the Democrat Party is. What you're offering would hurt insurance companies' pocketbooks, would it not?
Insurance companies will do pretty well no matter what.
But this would hurt their
But
pocket.
it would take $26 billion that would instead go to an insurance company, and instead it gives it to a family for the. I always use the feminine. Women make all the decisions in healthcare. It would give her the ability to make a best decision for real care for her family, finding the best value for her dollar. 100% of it would go to her, to all of those, and they would make a better decision.
Two final questions, and I will yield the floor. Our great senator from West Virginia needs to speak. $26 billion. $26 billion, a number that most Americans can't even conceive. The government is staying closed because Democrats want to give $26 billion more to insurance companies, and you're proposing to give that to the American people instead. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Last question. The COVID Biden-era subsidies were set to expire in 2025 by Democrats. Did you know that when they had power, they set the EV, electric vehicle subsidies, to expire in 2032?
Wait. So just to understand, the EV subsidies did not expire until 2032, but this subsidy for people's health insurance expired this year.
Correct, and they were $7,500. You could lease a Rolls-Royce, a Mercedes, a Lamborghini, and if you did that, the government would give you $7,500, Madam President. I want the American people to think about that when they understand how far gone the Democrat Party has gone. Thank you for your presentation.
Yield.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Policy Room, where we break down the debates and decisions shaping Washington. Tonight, tensions are rising in the Senate as Republicans criticize Democrats for what they call a political stunt, prolonging the ongoing government shutdown. In a sharp exchange on the Senate floor, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio questioned Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana about who really benefits from the Biden administration's extension of Obamacare-era health subsidies. Vance began by pointing out that, at the time of debate, no Democratic senators were present in the chamber. He then pressed Senator Cassidy, who chairs the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee, on whether these subsidies actually lower health costs for ordinary Americans.
According to Cassidy, the answer is simple: no.
These subsidies, Cassidy said, don't lower costs for union workers, Medicare recipients, Medicaid patients, or small business employees. The real winners are the insurance companies. The two senators argued that the Democratic proposal to reopen the government includes $26 billion in funding that would go directly to insurance companies, not consumers. Senator Vance criticized that move, saying Americans struggling with high deductibles and out-of-pocket costs won't see a dime of relief. The government is staying closed, Vance said, because Democrats want to send $26 billion to insurance companies instead of giving it to families. Cassidy went on to note that these same health subsidies were set to expire in 2025, a date originally voted on by Democrats when Senator Bernie Sanders chaired the Health Committee. Vance pressed further, asking why Democrats didn't hold hearings or push to extend those subsidies before losing control of the Senate in 2024. Cassidy confirmed there were no hearings held and no attempt to make the subsidies permanent. The Ohio senator accused Democrats of using the government shutdown as leverage, impacting unpaid federal workers, TSA agents, and Capitol police officers just to secure another round of subsidies for insurers. They're using the suffering of Americans as political leverage, Vance said, while refusing to pay the very people keeping the government running. The debate underscores the growing divide in Congress over how to handle both the shutdown and healthcare policy. Republicans argue that the $26 billion should go directly to families, giving them more control over their care. Democrats say the subsidies are crucial for maintaining coverage for millions of Americans. As negotiations drag on, the government remains shut down, and the fight over healthcare funding is once again front and center. Thanks for watching Policy Room. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the debates shaping Washington.